Hello, welcome back to the interface. My name's Alex, and today we're going to look at the infotainment system on the Honda ZR-V in the UK. This might be applicable to you if you're in the United States and you do have the Honda HR-V Sport, because I know this is pretty much the exact same car. The ZR-V has a 9-inch infotainment screen. It is fully touchscreen, and it does have support for wireless Apple CarPlay, which is really good. It isn't that obvious that it does support wireless Apple CarPlay, just based on some of the messaging. It's saying plug stuff in and do various things, but it does work pretty well. So on this main screen, we've got various different apps. There's 8 apps on the display, and there are 3 different pages. So you've got this page here and this page here. We've got the time in the left-hand corner. So if you click on the time, what that will do is bring you to a clock, essentially. Click the home button to go back, and there are some nice physical switches. So a volume knob, skip tracks, back and home. It's all really, really good. And there are some on-display shortcuts too. This one is to do with the things that are going on with the car. So it actually tells you what they all mean, which is really nice. So it tells you that it's connected to my phone with CarPlay, that it uses Wi-Fi. It says I've got signal strength on my phone and what level, the level of battery on my iPhone as well. And then if location and data sharing is turned on, currently that's off. This one tells you the media that's playing. And at the moment I've got the Smith & Sniff podcast playing. Just go back. I've got audio source up here. I've got navigation, phone, FM, Bluetooth audio, DAB and display mode. And as I said, there are some nice physical switches too. Now for the apps, we've got an all apps shortcut. We've got navigation, phone, FM, Bluetooth audio, Apple CarPlay, vehicle settings, which we'll look at some point in the video because it needs the engine turned on, general settings, TA, power flow, trip computer, USB, AM, DAB, system updates, Wi-Fi hotspot, and then finally clock, message, display mode, and then the owner's manual. So what we're going to do is go through all of them one by one. So you can click on the home button and that'll take you back here. So first things first is the All Apps button. Now this is just a list view of all the different things. And then there are 1 or 2 things turned off. So the app installer mode is turned off. And that's it, basically. So first things first, navigation. So this has got a built-in sat-nav. It isn't amazing by any means. I would recommend using Apple CarPlay, but at least you do have a sat-nav if this is a rental car or you just don't have a smartphone. So it's fairly responsive, pretty good to be honest. Tells you exactly where you are. You've got pinch to zoom turned on, got some zoom buttons here. That'll allow you to recenter it as well. And also you've got a search button, so let's have a quick look here. So let's type in, it might do places of interest, so we'll type in Costa. Okay, does come up. So there's a Costa Coffee down the road from me, which is nice. And you can get directions to that. And if you click on search as well, you've got petrol stations, like place of interest, POIs, Honda dealerships. That's really nice to see. Hospitals and various different things like that. Again, it's all right. It's not a brilliant sat-nav. I would recommend using Apple Maps on Apple CarPlay, but there is at least that option for you. You've got phone. So if this is connected to Apple CarPlay, it will just launch the phone app on Apple CarPlay. And as you can see, I've got my phone screen up here. FM as well. Let's turn that down. So you've got pop music on. No idea what radio station. Oh, BBC Radio 1. Got settings. So you've got TA information turned on. Yeah, AF, reg, and news. If we go back a page here, this is quite nice, the back button. You've got sound settings as well. So you've got bass, treble, audio zones, Bose center point as well. So let's look at Bose, bass and treble. So this was all left in a weird mode when I got the car the other week. Look at audio zones. So you can basically say front only, full vehicle, or different things like that. And then the ZR-V, this one anyway, does come with Bose speakers, and we can use the Bose center point here. So turn on and to create a surround sound experience from a stereo music source. Turn that on. And we'll see what that does. You've got Bose dynamic speed compensation as well. That's on high or off, or you've got the sort of a graph to choose from essentially. And yeah, you can do various things like seek for radio stations, tune, scan, station list, and that sort of good stuff. Bluetooth audio. So it says go to Apple CarPlay or connect device. So we'll say connect device, and we can use our phone with Bluetooth, but it is preferring Apple CarPlay for that. We've got Apple CarPlay. So click on the home screen, you've got various good stuff on here. So you've got all the apps on Apple CarPlay that you're used to, signal strength and different things like that, which is quite nice and works really well, and it is wireless. And if we turn the engine on, so I put the foot on my brake, there we go, the engine is now turned on, well the EV part of it is anyway. Got vehicle settings now, so driver 1, so you've got deflation warning system, cancels or calibrates the tyre pressure monitoring system, TPMS, so you can cancel or calibrate that. Driver assistant setup, so you've got preceding vehicle proximity, heads up warning, ACC vehicle ahead detected beep, road departure mitigation settings, lane keep assist beep, traffic sign recognition system display, speed limit sign change beep, driver attention monitor, and rear sensor setting. So every time, that last one by the way, there'll be a warning on the screen. Every time you turn off the car, just going to give you a nice little visual reminder to check the back seats for dogs or children. Meter HUD setup, so you can change different things on here. So you can set a threshold, like a plus or minus for the temperature, warning messages, trip A, volume control, reverse position alert tone, fuel efficiency backlight, turn-by-turn display, speed distance units and rear seat reminders. Driving positioning setup, memory position link, seat position movement at entry or exit, and keyless access. So it says driver door only and keyless access light flash. Awesome, various good stuff in there. Well, I've noticed with the Honda vehicles and other vehicles as well, that cars are starting to have a lot more customization in terms of their features and just basic settings, which is really good. Lighting setup, so adaptive driving beam, interior light dimmer duration, headlight auto off timer, headlight integration with wipers. And on the last screen, door window setup, so it says key and remote unlock mode, driver door only, keyless lock notification, auto folding door mirror, and remote window control. Power tailgate setup, says keyless app open mode anytime, power open by outer handle, and then hands-free access as well. That means you can kick underneath the back and it should open the boot. Predictive Eco Assist, so what's this do? This says turns Predictive Eco Assist on and off. Predictive Eco Assist contributes to fuel economy by optimizing the battery state of charge based on road conditions. Okay. And then engine oil level reminder as well. General settings, this is for the screen itself. So you've got system, date and time. Let's have a look in here. So you've got set date and time, automatically set date and time. So let's do that. Let's go back a page. Time zone. Again, you want automatic time zone ideally. So that'll just use GPS or the internet to figure that out for you. Automatic daily. There we go. It's a bit harsh. Says this function is not available. Okay, I know, that's fine. Date format and time format as well. Yeah, so system and then languages. You've got different languages in there. You can choose if you want this language elsewhere in the vehicle. Quite cool, to be honest. Touch panel sensitivity, we've got high or normal. And then system volumes, location and data sharing off, refuel recommendation, about, factory data reset, and detail information. So if we look at about, it's going to be the Android version, so it's running Android 8. That sounds a little bit old to me. You've got smartphone connection in here, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Smartphone connections, you've got Wi-Fi, so my phone's currently one of them. And also got Bluetooth as well. You've got display, so bright or dim, or contrast low or high, or black levels, different things like that. It's quite nice. You've got sound, you've got bass and treble, we looked at that earlier. Camera, rear camera, so you can choose if there's any guidelines turned on for that really. It's quite useful. And then voice control, and voice control mode normal. So we've also got TA, which is on or off, so we can turn that off. Power flow here, so this is, because the ZR-V is a hybrid, it tells you all the different things you need. Current range, current battery level, current MPG if you're currently driving. So it says I've got 307 miles of range, which is quite good. Got trip computer, so this tells you all the information in a big screen. So it says range 307, previously 54.6 MPG. That's on the way here. Did about, I reckon, 20-30 miles on the way here. Trip A says 45.2, and then trip B is 45.7. Previously, people have got better results than me. USB, so you can connect a USB device for media and different things like that, which is quite nice. AM, pretty much the same as the FM mode, just different things like that. And then the DAB will be whatever radio stations you've got playing. Again, very similar to the FM and AM modes as well. System updates, so there isn't a network connection on this vehicle, but you can get a connection via Wi-Fi and you can update the software on the car. A Wi-Fi hotspot as well. So if the car did have the SIM card running, you could be able to connect your phone and get an internet connection that way. Okay, got the clock as well. Pretty standard stuff in here. Got date and time and clock faces. You got messages. Unable to connect to server, that's fine. Display mode, so dark or light. Owner's manual, which is quite nice, like a PDF essentially of all the different features on the vehicle. and it's been formatted in such a way that it's quite easy to use. And then app installer. This was turned off by default, but because this head unit runs Android, you can in theory upload APK files and run any app you want, which is quite cool. So that's been a look at the infotainment system on the Honda ZR-V for 2025. If you like this sort of content, please consider subscribing to the Interface Cars. My name's Alex, and I'll see you again in the next video.